Here we go. Shot. The rain is falling. The fans are soaked. But here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
To kick off for Baltimore.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 12, 12. Stop.
Right to the air is Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Keon Coleman. Incomplete. Nick Wiggins on the coverage.
On one, ready?
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Right 80. Right inside. 11, Thomas. Stop.
Now a give left side, Brown with it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
11. Here we go. Right 80. Right inside. 11. Stop.
They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here we go. 180. 11 mighty. 11, 12. Stop.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Gun. Stop. 12. 11. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's get set. 180. Playing touch. 11. 12.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate. 11 Thomas.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap?
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He may go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Bashir Tootin, 69 yards. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
This is Brown going up the middle. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
3rd down and long.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Stop. Gravity lying. Let's go.
And he'll get maybe a couple with that up to the 46.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Hey, Alpha, what? Hey, Ozzy, hey, hey. I got him, I got him.
From the gun, it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st and 10.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
No, we changed it.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter of play. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Ready. Come on. Hey, middle.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. This time, Jackson will throw it. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4th.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on 4th. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting.
Ball loses the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Let's get set. 11, 11, 11. Right 80. Right cut.
Burrow looking to pass. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 11, MT, Tate. Right 80.
An inside give, Brown. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
And we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go around. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
112 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha, slide. Go get him.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Turton going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They come up in a 2 tight end look here. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And it's picked up by the... And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Luke now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Ravens 17, Bengals nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now Burrow changing things up here. Handing it off to Brown. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
1-1, ready?
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Right, 80. 11. Thomas. 11. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. This is Fant on the short completion. So the completion good for 7 there. And they're going to face a third down.
Empty. 12. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Bengals 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground.
22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. 1 second, all that remains. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to be backed up to start. A big hit there on the return. Stops him dead in his tracks.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Oh, some strong running. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
47-yard line.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 53 yards. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The point after is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Get this set. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. 12, 12, 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Coleman has it here right side. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
You give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Gun. 11,
now Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go. Can. 11 Thomas.
Here's Burrow. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bengals first down. A gain of 7. First down, Cincinnati.
Now Burrow loses the football. And the Ravens have got it. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And he's got room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 118 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Right back to him on first down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now he's going to step up and run. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Ready? Check the Eagles.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's caught by Coleman. And he's going to have the Bengals first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
70, ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First down, Bengals.
Hot 70, hot 70. 70 Rangers, 70.
Back to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. He'll try and do this himself. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Here's 2nd and 10.
42-yard line.
Quick strikeout wide by Jackson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 146 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And he gets gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Now 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
On his loop for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 38, Bengals 7.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
11.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
12, 11.
Burrow will throw.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Quay Walker.
So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it?
It's DJ Turner who's got it.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
20, 5, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week one is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.